Welcome into the DNVR Avalanche Weekly Breakdown presented by Green Mountain Dental Group. Taking care of your teeth is so important, and our friends over at Green Mountain Dental Group are giving away a free Sonicare when you schedule a cleaning, x-ray, and exam. That's right, you simply have to just take care of your teeth for Green Mountain Dental Group to hand over a free Sonicare toothbrush. Check them out today online or call them at 303-988-0711 to schedule your appointment today. I'm Allie Monroy, and with me today is Rudo. What does that one mean?
I'm not sure who it was. Some famous female newscaster would do that at the end of every show. It was her little code signal to say hi to her mom or good night to her mom, I think.
Oh, that's actually pretty cute. All right. Well, the weirder these get, I'm going to have to ask you to describe them.
I don't have too many left in the bag here, so we're running out.
Well, we are happy once again. The Avs are on a 5-game win streak. They're almost fully back to health. Super exciting. Mikko Rantanen made his returning debut. So did Gabriel Landeskog and Matt Calvert this week. Yep. And it's just been great to see all of those guys. I had to wear my 3-headed monster shirt today because seeing them celebrate together last night was so much fun.
Yeah,
are you wearing it too?
A little bit of a twinsies today. Yeah, I got the gray one. You got the black one.
I mean, you
Works
just had
well.
to.
Right. They were finally back together. And by the way, Mikko Rantanen, my goodness.
He's proven he doesn't need the preseason.
Yeah.
16 games out with an injury, no problem. 4 points.
Dude just shows up to games when he feels like it and decides he's the best player on the ice.
That's special.
It is. It truly is. And he's not even the best player on the ice. So
this Avs team is special. I feel like that needs to be said. It's said thousands of times by now in our network.
It's not just that the team is talented. It has that feel about it. There is something to this team that it's not just a team that's playing well, that is one of the best teams in their division. It's a team that has that something extra, that thing you can't quantify in a team that you feel like they could go all the way.
Yeah, and as AJ said in your DNVR Avalanche podcast during his little giggle fit, everything is going right even though everything has gone wrong.
Right. They managed all of the injuries. They were here. They've made it through the death toll of injuries, and they won their way through it. Yeah. Kadri went out, and it's still not 100% healthy, but for the most part, they are back to relative health, and they won their way out of it. They didn't manage it. They said, you know what? We're good enough to win, and they get their players back. And they have not yet lost since Rantanen has returned. That's only 2 games, but every player that has returned has looked fantastic. Rantanen, Landeskog, Calvert, and Burakovsky, they all just dropped right back in, and they went and did their thing.
And with all of these injuries, it's had to be a next-up mentality, and these guys have stepped up. I mean, look at Val Nichushkin.
Where did this guy come from?
5
my
points,
goodness.
3 goals, and 2 assists after not having a single goal in 92 games.
Yeah, it really felt like he got that first one and the weight was lifted, right? And then he remembered, oh, right, I'm a good hockey player. And the next 2 goals he scored, both of which were just like, oh, right. I remember why this guy was drafted 10th overall. Yep. It turns out he actually is quite talented. And it's probably not a sustainable thing, especially because he's going to be moved back down the lineup. But, hey, he has absolutely earned his roster spot at this point.
Cale Makar continues to step up and be that guy. He had, it's an assist, but I don't even know how to describe it. He created that opportunity for Ryan Graves again last night.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a confidence thing for him. We know he's a great skater. We know he can carry the puck, but seeing him drive to the net like that and not be afraid of the physical side of the game.
He lays down some big hits.
He will drop a dude if he needs to, and he's gonna fill out more. This is still a 21-year-old kid. Give him a couple more years, and he's going to be unstoppable. He's already borderline unstoppable. So the kid is he does everything. He does it all, and he gets rewarded for it. He has more assists than most defensemen in the league have points. So I'm going to run out of things to say about him real fast, but I'm still going to have to talk about him because he's that good.
Well, I had some people tweeting at me like, wow, Ryan Graves scored the goal and Cale Makar had the assist, our defenseman. What happens if they didn't get that goal? And I was like, it doesn't matter. They did. There's that trust that they have in Cale Makar, knowing that he can make plays. He's a playmaker.
It's good enough that, you know what? It's not going to backfire. It's going to go in the net. And that's more than you could have possibly asked out of both Makar and Graves, who, by the way, has been playing great as well.
The Avs take on the Boston Bruins. What are you expecting to see from that game in Boston?
It should be an interesting game. Boston is a very, very good team this year, so it will be a good test in that sense. However, Bergeron, their top center, is injured, it sounds like, will not play in the game. The Avs always seem to play Boston very well, and this is the third game of the road trip for them. They won the back-to-back, so they're 2-0 on the road trip. This is a total free roll for them. They can play super loose. Anything could happen. They could lose this game 7-0. They could win this game 7-0. And anything in between, I would go, okay, not that surprising. This team is good enough to beat them. That team went to the Stanley Cup Finals last year. So just the fact that this conversation is happening means that the Avs are for real.
Then the Avs come back and take on the Flyers.
Yeah.
Most people may not know, I grew up in Philadelphia. I've had a hatred for the Flyers since I was in first grade, but my brothers aren't that way. And I'm taking my brother to his first game at Pepsi Center, Avs versus Flyers. Give me some good news for the Avs.
They should beat that team, 100%. Their offense is lethal. Flyers are struggling to find consistent goaltending right now. Every time I make a prediction, I end up being wrong on this show, so I'll hold my tongue.
Yeah, don't do that to me. I want my brother to suffer.
Okay, there you go.
All right, well, be sure to catch all of our content on thednvr.com. For Rudo, I'm Allie Monroy, DNVR.